1300 hours, Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Asif Hanif. First, the headlines. Defense and Martyrs Day is being observed today to pay tributes to the martyrs and Ghazis and reaffirm commitment to defend the motherland against all threats. Prime Minister in his Defense Day message has said Pakistan's desire for peace should not be construed as its weakness, as it is for prosperity of people of the region. Pakistan has lodged strong protest with India over ceasefire violations by its forces along the line of control, targeting civilian population. In Afghanistan, 18 Taliban have been killed in two clashes with security forces in Kandahar and Balakh province today. And now the news in detail. Defense and Martyrs Day is being observed today to pay tributes to the martyrs and Ghazis and to reaffirm commitment to defend the motherland against all threats. It was on this day in 1965 that the Indian forces crossed international border in the darkness of night to attack Pakistan, but the nation foiled nefarious designs of the enemy. At an investiture ceremony at Evan-e-Sadr, President Dr. Arif Alvi will confer upon military awards to the officers and soldiers of the armed forces in recognition of their meritorious services to the nation. In their separate messages on the occasion of Defense and Martyrs Day, the President and the Prime Minister have expressed the resolve not to ever compromise on the sovereignty and security of the country and to deal with severity any kind of misadventure by the enemy. In his message, the President Dr. Arif Alvi reaffirmed pledge to continue to support the people of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir in their struggle till the realization of their right to self-determination. In his message, the Prime Minister Imran Khan said, Pakistan is for peace, but this must not be construed as our weakness. He said the world understands that our desire for peace is for the prosperity of the people of this region. Imran Khan said India is showing aggressive posture on the line of control through provocations in an attempt to diverting the world attention from Indian atrocities in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Pakistan has registered strong protest with India over ceasefire violations by its forces along the line of control, resulting in serious injuries to innocent civilians. In a statement, Foreign Office spokesperson Zahid Hafiz Chaudhry said a senior Indian diplomat was summoned to the Foreign Office today to lodge the protest over indiscriminate and unprovoked firing by Indian occupation forces in Rakchiri sector of the LOC, seriously injuring 19-year-old boy. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, over 12.44 lakh domicile certificates have been issued across the territory since June this year. After the abrogation of Kashmir's special status on 5th August last year, the Indian government replaced the Jammu and Kashmir Permanent Resident Certificates laws with the new domicile law. The new domicile policy is aimed at changing the demography of Jammu and Kashmir by providing citizenship rights to non-Kashmiris. Russia has acknowledged Pakistan's sacrifices in fight against terrorism. Chief of General Staff of Russian Federation General Valery V. Gerasimov, during a meeting with Chairman Joint Chief of Staff Committee General Nadim Raza in Moscow, also lauded the professionalism of Pakistan armed forces. Matters of bilateral military cooperation and regional security dynamics between the two countries were discussed during the meeting. CJCSC is on a 2-day official visit to Russia to attend Defense and Security Cooperation Conference at SCO Forum. In Afghanistan, 10 Taliban were killed during clashes with security forces in Kandahar province today. According to Afghan Ministry of Defense, security forces also destroyed 4 Taliban vehicles. Meanwhile, 8 militants were killed after Afghan military airstrikes targeted gathering of Taliban in Charbalog district of Balakh province today. In New Zealand, campaign for general elections started today. The elections will be held on 17th of the next month. Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern's Labour Party and Conservative National Party are the two main contending parties. In Israel, protests continue outside the official residence of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, demanding him to resign. The protest erupted against the Prime Minister, who is on trial for corruption charges and has largely been criticized for mishandling of coronavirus crisis leading to soaring unemployment. The second T20 match between England and Australia is being played at Southampton today. England leads the 3-match series 1-0. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analysis, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and also watch live video streaming of our news bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.